Morning. This is the Friday morning rant with Shane Halfyard. It is Friday, January 4th, 2019. What the hell? Of course it's Friday. Did I forget the name of the show already? Shit. It's my first day. Give me a break. Anyway, for those of you who follow me in my YouTube videos and my channel there, you'll notice that I kind of went off topic. That was originally about my weight loss journey, and then I kind of vented about any old thing. So I decided to go, fuck it, and let's make a podcast. Oops. There was a little language. It's this kind of podcast. This is for adults, so, Eleanor, turn the damn thing off. I said turn it off. That message is just for my eldest daughter. She's probably not going to listen to me. I won't know if she's watched or not. So, or listening, I mean. So, anywho. So, the layout is going to be this. I'm going to have a main topic, and then I'm going to have a couple little subtopics, maybe one or two. And my main topic today is Miss Universe. Yeah. Ah, damn. Anyway, but before I get to that, I want to talk about my Christmas shopping ordeal. Yeah, it was Christmas shopping, of course. It's Christmas, what you do. And I wanted to get the strange man that lives in my basement a gift. He's into the Magic game. I guess it's called Magic the Gathering, but I didn't know that at the time. So I go to Toys R Us, and I go up to this young man, and I say, "Excuse me." I said, "Do you have any Magic cards?" And he gives me this look. Like everybody 21 and under gives people 40 and over that look at this dumb shit look. That's the look he gives me. And he says this. And he turned his head slightly and he looked at me in a condescending way and he goes, "Do you mean Magic the Gathering?" I said, "Well, I'm not dealing with you. You're a dick." So I walked away from him. I found this young girl. I walked up and I said, "Look, I'm looking for some Magic cards. A friend of mine collects them. It's a game." And she starts to point to where they are. Well, then I politely said to her, I said, "Miss, I'm almost completely blind. Could you please just take me to them and help me find them? That would be a big favor for me." And she did the right thing. She smiled and said, "Sure thing, sir. Follow me." So we get to the spot. And it's all fucking Pokemon. I can't find a Magic card to save my life in that place. So she's looking, help me look, and she goes, "I guess we're out." So I said, "Well, do you know of any stores that might have them?" I said, "My buddy really likes this kind of thing." And she goes, "I'll tell you what, I'll go out back and I'll see if I can find some for you." I said, "You'll do that?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, thanks." She disappears. She's gone about 10 minutes, but she comes back with a bunch of things to choose from. So I got a box full, and I walk out. But as I'm walking by, I look at that kid and I go, "See how she handled it? She handled it like a pro. Learn from her." And I walked, and I just kept on going. Well, I paid for it, then I kept going. So, yeah. Look, I get if you're in customer service that you probably deal with a lot of assholes every day. But that's your job. You got to deal with the assholes sometimes. But I wasn't being one. I don't think I was. I asked politely. And you looked at me like I was a dumb shit. Anyway, so I got that out of my system. So, the Miss Universe just recently happened. And once again, the Philippines won. Now, my wife's a Filipina. And, of course, her and her countrymen were just all cheering. "Woo, woo, we won. It's like it's the biggest effing victory on the fucking planet. And then I got to think, wait, all they got is like Miss Philippines or Miss Universe and Manny Pacquiao. So, yeah, they got to go crazy. I mean, they don't, it is what it is. But, I kept seeing on my Facebook page blowing up all the Filipinas going, #proud to be Pinoy, #proud to be Filipina, # this. And I'm thinking, I've never actually watched a Miss Universe contest. I'm going to check this out. So, I checked it out. And I got a question for you feminists out there. Where the fuck are you? Like, seriously. If I say, hey, girl, you got a nice dress on at work, you'll crawl up my ass and live there for a month. But you let this shit go on? I mean, I gotta tell you, it's basically bimbos on parade, okay? There's no skill to this. There's no sense. I don't understand how they can have a sense of achievement. They just keep their ass skinny, they wear high heels and walk around a fancy dress and smile and wear 90 pounds of fucking makeup. Every single one of them look like they're plastic dolls. I mean, and I saw Miss Philippines without her makeup on, and she's barely above average in the looks department. I mean, you're not an ugly girl, dear. You're not. But, you know, Miss Universe? No, definitely not. So I was like, oh, that's disappointing. Pardon me. I gotta get a drink of water here. But I keep watching, all right? I keep watching. Because I'm hoping that there's something that will redeem them. I'm hoping there's something there that can justify this bullshit. So, as I'm watching, you know, they have like, jeez, I don't know. I can't get into it all. I can't. I don't know where to start. So I'm just going to skip all the way to the end where they asked the three girls the final questions. It was like Miss Philippines, Miss South Africa, and Miss Argentina. Okay? And the question, and I'm probably paraphrasing this because I'm an idiot, but it was something like, what was the best lesson or the greatest lesson you've learned, and how would you apply that if you are Miss Universe? So, Miss Philippines is asked first. And she does this big smile and looks around the crowd. And she goes, well, I grew up around Manila. And again, I'm paraphrasing because, you know, I'm not going to memorize the whole thing. But this is the gist. And I saw the poor and the downtrodden and all the people out there. And if I become Miss Philippines as a spokesperson, I'm going to show the world that there's always a silver lining in the faces of our children. And I'm like, what? Like, okay, what's the next one got? So it's the same question to South Africa. And she talks about the same thing, you know, pretty much says the exact same thing, right? You know, she grew up, you know, around the poor, and, you know, that we should all, and I want to show the world that we all want love, and we're all human, and we all deserve love, and how the fuck is that helping anybody? And then the third one, Miss Argentina. Now, Miss Argentina, I'm going to give her some slack, because she had an interpreter, right? So, her answer was, I grew up around a lot of strong women, or women in my family, and I was taught to always follow your dreams, because when you do, you can do anything. I'm living proof. I'm in Miss Universe. Look at me. Like, holy shit. And I thought everybody's IQ dropped down watching this tripe. Like, watching their fucking responses. Like, I would have been more impressed if any one of them, I don't care which one, had said, well, I grew up around the poor, the downtrodden, and I had a hard time growing up myself. So I'm going to take this opportunity to use the money I get for being Miss Universe, if there's money involved, I don't know. What the fuck do I know? But I'm going to take this opportunity to use my fame to open doors for me. Go to school, become an engineer, a lawyer, something that will fucking contribute. Instead of saying some inspirational bullshit that doesn't mean anything. And I was like, holy shit and fucking hell, why are we dealing with this goddamn stuff? Like, why? Feminists, again, why? Why aren't you out there stopping this? All right? I mean, basically, that's a jerk-off session for us men out there, seeing these hot young girls walking around and, well, plastic girls, I guess. And you haven't shut that down. It kind of makes me wonder what kind of power you got. I don't think you got any. I think you're just a bunch of loudmouths. I think if you scream loud enough, you hope people will listen to you, but why isn't this shut down? Like, I don't want my daughter growing up as a role model. Eleanor now, she's almost 14. She's smart. I managed to teach her that, you know, being smarter is more important than looks. But I did also tell her that keep herself in shape, take pride in her appearance, because sometimes it's the looks that get you in the door, and then you can dazzle them with your brains. So, I'm hoping that sticks. I really hope she doesn't end up like those fucking Miss Philippines and goddamn. Congratulations, Miss Philippines. You're the biggest bimbo on the block. I mean, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. I can't believe it. Then I also, thinking about the interpreter, okay? You know, if you're an interpreter, you got to be trusted by, like, everybody. Like, it's a good thing I'm not an interpreter. Because I would be just bad. I know I would. I would be the kind of guy that if I didn't like if I was an interpreter for, say, the court of law, and say it was like, you know, a German interpreter, right? And say he's wanted for murder, and I thought he did it, and they'd be like, "Did you kill this man?" And he'd be like, and I'd say, ask him that in German, and he said just simply, "Nein." And I'm like, "Yeah, he said he did. He said he killed the guy. Killed him real fucking good. Judge, he also said he fucked your mother." And they'd be like, "You got all that from one word? Oh, German's a complicated language." Just send him to jail. I mean, that's what I would do. That's why, thank God, I'm not smart enough to know another language. Excuse me again. Well, that's all I had to say about this podcast, except for one more thing. Okay, we are celebrating beauty, poise, grace, because they had those. I'm not going to deny that. And lack of intelligence. I mean, holy fuck. Now, these girls could be really bright, and maybe they are. Maybe they're fucking geniuses, and they just know what to feed the public. They like, here, public, here's some bullshit. Let me just shove this down, and yeah, chew it, yeah, eat it up. You know, that could be it. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be misjudging these girls. They could be wonderful, bright, beautiful people on the inside, but they're coming across as bimbos. I'm sorry, but you are. You're coming across like you look like the girls that I'm gonna run into someday, married to like my rich friends that are 30 years older than you. I don't have any rich friends, but if I had rich friends, that's what I mean. You know, like you just look like you're the future gold diggers, and that's it. That's what you look like to me. I'm sorry, but it's true. But yeah, anyway, get off topic. We're celebrating such shallow things, and yet we're not celebrating like the people who won the Nobel Prizes. Do you know who they are? Yeah, me either. I don't know who they are. All right? I have no idea. And do you know why I don't know who they are? It's because we can't cram their ass in a ballroom gown because they just wouldn't look all that good in it, I imagine. I looked into what it takes to go on these beauty pageants, and they're taping up their ass. They got tape on their boobs. They perk them up a bit. They wear like 90 pounds of makeup, spray tan. You know, they get their teeth done, hair extensions. I mean, I thought some of their hair was beautiful, and I was like, that could be extensions. Like, what's, you know, or that's like, isn't that false advertisement? Like if I went, oh, I want to meet this girl, and I met her, and you know, then it's not that. I don't know. And like I said, I saw them without their makeup. I looked them up, and like, I know a lot of Filipinas that are prettier than Miss Universe, okay? I can think of 3 off the top of my head that are prettier than Miss Universe, okay? And I'll name them, all right? My wife, Girly, I think she's prettier than Miss Universe because she doesn't wear hardly any makeup and she's gorgeous. And I know 2 Rias, and both of them are prettier than Miss Universe. So, there you go. But, oh, man. Just, we gotta put a stop to this crap. It's It's garbage. Like, I don't want Cassandra, my youngest, to think that's what it is to be a woman. I really don't. And I know that's on me. It's on me. I gotta talk to her about that. But this stuff isn't helping. It isn't helping at all. Well, this is my first one. I'm gonna leave it at this. As I get better, and the topics will get more in depth, these podcasts will be longer. I mean, this is not very long at all. But what I'm goal for this podcast is, I want to talk about the things that are on my mind. I'd also like to hear topics from you and what you would like me to talk about, questions, advice. Because I guarantee you, you may not like my answer, but it'll be an honest answer. That might be mixed with humor, but it's I think it's good for. I think it'll be good for some shits and giggles, really. So I encourage you, email me at shanehalfyard@hotmail.com. Yeah, it's Hotmail. Okay, it's Hotmail. Don't be a fucking snob. Okay. I've had that for 20 years. I ain't giving up on it. The funny thing is about the email, when that craze came out, I was just starting to finish high school, like 95, 96, when email starting to be in the public and around my area. I mean, I can't say globally, but here in my little hometown of Fredericton, New Brunswick, it was, it was starting to be a new craze, the internet. Now, I didn't even get the internet until I think 98. I went and I got Hotmail, and it was and I put shanehalfyard@hotmail.com, and I got it. I was like surprised. I couldn't believe it. Because that's such a common name. But I had friends. Like, I knew this girl. She had like Nut Gobbler 69 at AOL. Yeah. It was something like that. Something dirty. And I said to her, I said, "Why are you doing that?" She said, "Well, it's funny." Well, yeah, okay, granted, but eventually these email addresses are going to be on our resumes. I knew it then. Oh, no, it's just silly. Oh, yeah, it's going to be. So when I go in, hand them my resume, and they go, "Oh, yeah, shanehalfyard@hotmail.com. That's easy to remember." And they're going to look at you. "So, Nut Gobbler 69 at AOL, eh?" How'd you come up with that? And can you prove it? So anyway, yeah. So my email address is shanehalfyard@hotmail.com. Email me about any questions or topic. I don't care. It could be the simplest thing, or it can be the weirdest fucking shit you can come up with. You're not going to shock me, and I'll talk about it. If I read it, I'm going to talk about it. I'm also going to put a link into the description for my other YouTube channel. I'm also going to put a link in the description for my Facebook. If you found this funny, please share with your friends. If you didn't find it funny, get a sense of humor. But hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's make this channel grow, folks. This is day 1. I want to be at day 100 soon. Well, in 100 days. And I want to grow. Alright? Alright. Anyway. Until next week, take care of yourselves and each other.